Hey everybody. As promised, we did a live yesterday and I showed you we kind of ran over time. So at the end I just showed a little sneak preview of an all-purpose lick that predominantly we're going to use in sort of like G or A based songs. But I'm going to show you how we can use this anywhere, and by changing the tempo, in other words, how you play the notes, your own rhythm and tempo, well, you can change and slide this into, it basically adapt it for any song. Because remember, a pattern, just like a chord, a pattern is a set of notes. A chord is a set of notes played a certain way. But we can strum that chord in many different ways to get, well, different melodies out of it, right? And make it sound different. And the same thing here. So I'm going to show you this, but it's up to you to kind of make it sound in different ways. And I'm going to show you at the end just some examples of that. Okay? So just because you have a certain pattern doesn't mean it has to be played the same every single time, right? Okay. So let's start off with the pattern. Now, this is meant for playing over, say, a G or an A based chord progression, right? So something like G, A minor, C, F, A minor, C, F, G, A minor, C, G, F, G, C, A minor, that kind of stuff, all right? Okay. We're going to start in A, which is right here, okay? And we're going to slide into the B, back to the A. Okay, so A to B, A, G, A. Right? Once again, A to B. Okay? A, B. Now you don't have to slide. You could go. Right? Right? So remember, all we're doing from yesterday, from the live, the BB boxes, we're just playing along that B string of the wall of the BB box, the BB house, the pentatonic house, the Ray scale house. All right? So once again. Right? Then we're going to go, again, over the border, so we're going to have to move over one fret. We're on this note right here, which is a D. And we're going to play essentially the same type of pattern, right? Okay, so that's D, E, D, C. Okay, so we're basically playing now along the G string. Okay, so once again, from the beginning. And we don't have to do that because we don't know what we're playing to right now. Right? So, until we have a certain piece of music, we're going to, use these notes differently. So right now I'm just giving you the overall pattern. Okay? So once again from the start. And there's where we started. Okay? So once again, A to B, A, G. Over the border, so we cross over one fret. Okay? Now we come back using the G to A, to B, to A, G, and then we can again. Okay, so you notice we're using techniques that we've learned from the Ray scale, crossing over the border, going one fret either way when we cross the border. And other than that, it's pretty simplistic stuff. We're on the B string and we're playing, right? Then we go to the next string up, which is the G string, and we're essentially playing the same thing. Then we go up one more string and we do it backwards. And we come home. Right? So the notes would be C, D, right? Then we slide up to the E, or, and then we take that again across the border. So we go from the D to the E, or the E back, whichever way you prefer. Right? So now once again from the beginning. Right? So if we break it down string by string, we're playing on that string. Then we're crossing the border, going to that dot right here, which is your C note, D note, and we're doing the same thing. Then we're going up one string, playing those three notes, heading home. Now, the beauty of this is, if we wanted to change this for another song in another key, what we could do, instead of going from A to B, we'll start from here. We'll start from G to A. Up here. And we're just doing the same thing, but 2 frets over. 2 frets that way. So once again. And now we end up back on the G where we started instead of the A. Right? I think we can go one more without running out of room over here. And let's try it. So we're going to start here on the F. Okay? And there you have it. So we're going to go back to the original and we're going to play through it one more time. Okay? So we start on A, we finish on A. If we move the lick, we start on G and we finish on G. If we move it again, we start on F and we finish on F. So we've got F, G, and A covered. Now, if we want to go the other way, we can do that too. So we could start at, instead of A into B, we could go okay? And the same thing applies. It's the same pattern. We use the same strings. And again, you'll play this differently depending on the backing track or the song that you're playing this along to, okay? So we'll do a couple of quick different backing tracks just to show you exactly how this works. Okay, so there's one example of how we've changed it up, but we still played the same sequence. All right, all right. So here's another one. Here we go again. Hanging around here just because I could. Again. Now, even though I'm playing, even though I broke the sequence, I still played the same notes in the same strings and the same patterns, okay? So I'll finish off by doing it the way I showed you. Here we go. Let's wait for the chord progression to come around. Bow, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So you saw what I did there. I kind of, went back and forth on the same string just to kill some time, just to kind of make it sound a little different, right? Because remember, not all songs or progressions are going to have the timing that if you learn the lick a certain way, it has to fit in perfectly. Well, we don't want that. We want to be able to adjust the lick to suit our needs. And that's what I've done over the last couple of backing tracks. Sometimes I've played notes twice, or I've gone back and played a string a second time, those 3 notes or 2 notes a second time. I'm adapting, and that's what we need to do, right? So here again. An all-purpose lick that you can use in different positions. So the notes are the same where you play the notes. It all abides by the same rule as the Ray scale or the pentatonic scale, in that we're playing 2 frets apart and we're going up and down 1 string, right? And we're just following the octave, right? That's all we're doing here. And we're just playing shapes. So the first shape is these 3 notes along the B string that we saw yesterday in the BB house, right? Then we go up to this string using the theory of crossing over the border, going 1 fret back or forward. In this case, we're going down the guitar, okay? And then we're going to play these notes, right? And then we're going to go right above, and we're going to go 2 frets over, twice, and back, 1 string down, 2 frets over, and back, and then we're going to cross the border. Yeah, you could cross the border here, or you could cross the border here, Whatever you think sounds better, okay? Back to where we begin. So there you have it. Have fun with it. And of course, like everything, make it your own. All right, see you later.